about since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Each and every sector was affected, including the education sector. The pandemic has caused an immense disruption of the education systems in human history, affecting nearly 1.6 billion learners in more than 200 countries. We should do something to keep the education system going. We need to adapt to the changes and continue moving forward.
The outbreak of the coronavirus disease in 2019 has become the most recent threat to global health. The number of deaths continues to rise, inflicting social isolation and lockdown in multiple countries, prompting the World Health Organization to declare a pandemic on March 12, 2020. All human physical activities, including education sectors, were practically on hold, causing alteration in pedagogy. Schools and universities are forced to close. Digital learning became the new norm for educators and learners. Digital learning utilizes various electronic devices, including laptops, tablets, and smartphones, and internet connectivity becoming a necessity to support synchronous and asynchronous learning modes. According to scholars, digital learning can be defined as the innovative use of digital tools and technologies during teaching and learning. Similarly, Vivides and Lemurs in 2019 described digital learning as a method that involves information communication technologies to support the learner interaction with digital materials designed to help learners reach specific learning outcomes. While digital learning has many advantages, such as flexibility in terms of time and location, it also has many disadvantages. Cybercriminals know that educators have become reliant on online learning tools, thus develop new tactics to attack systems, disrupting learning, setting students back. In 2020, Microsoft Security Intelligence reported that the education industry encountered 61% of the 7.7 million malware encounters experienced by enterprises in the 30 days. However, this issue can be solved if educational institutions evaluate the cybersecurity programs and adopt appropriate measures to secure their online learning environments. The drawback of digital learning also includes students' mental and physical health. With the screen time increasing drastically, the mind is overwhelmed with information and the brain finds it difficult to register all the information. This will lead to Zoom fatigue, which is exhaustion after attending Zoom classes or video conference. According to Pasal et al. In 2020, due to the impact of COVID-19 on the performance, abnormal stress and depression among students are also associated with increased self-injury and suicide attempts. To overcome such obstacles, students should create a regular schedule to bring order and organization to their studies. They should also choose study spots with few distractions to concentrate decently. Parents too should play a part by setting a positive tone at home as not to raise students' anxiety levels. As for students' physical health, increased screen time has escalated the strain on the eyes, resulting in significant headaches. The posture, poor diet, and lack of physical activities have also resulted in health issues and weight concerns from constant sitting. Therefore, students are encouraged to do physical activities indoors since sports release endorphins in the body that can help improve a person's health. Students also need to consume a good diet, have a good sleeping schedule, and practice great posture. Although the main focus is to limit electronic usage, as students have seen a significant increase in daily screen time thanks to online learning. In addition, students start losing focus once they find difficulty in online learning. Lack of motivation is one of the common problems students face during online classes. Completing tasks and engaging students with their education requires much motivation. Students' resistance to change is another obstacle. It doesn't allow them to adapt to the online learning environment. Time management is difficult for e-learners, as online courses require much time and intensive work. Many students are also facing technical difficulties and are not well equipped with a high internet connection required for online learning. Logan in 2015 suggested that teachers must have a constructive verbal motivation to promote students' academic achievement. Students need to know they will be supported in their learning process when they adopt an online approach. Another method is to give students a lifeline, including the ability to redo an assignment and deadline extension. Students should work with the teachers to have downloadable slideshows, videos, assignments, and even exams. Once the content has been downloaded, students can access it without needing a continuous connection to the internet, making it possible to complete assignments from anywhere. In this digital learning era, students have lost connection with human presence, thus affecting them mentally and emotionally. Prevention could be done by teachers creating assignments that involve pair or group works, therefore requiring students to engage with their peers. During classes, teachers are encouraged to talk to students on topics outside of the learning syllabus. This is to inculcate social interaction between them and students. Students also could set up video conference among them to maintain their connections with their friends and classmates outside the class period. Despite the flaws of online learning, the benefits provided cannot be ignored. Implementing online learning resources can enhance critical thinking, accelerating students' learning, and the quality of students' participation. Papa VCMRF in 2014 noticed that it becomes apparent from their learning experience, students are profoundly aware of the changes brought about by digital technologies. Subsequently, this influenced human growth and competitiveness in parallel with Education 4.0 as the desired approach to learning that aligns itself with the emerging fourth industrial revolution.
Most importantly, we need to remember that the world is ever-changing. It won't stay the same forever. So we need to make a killing out of the change that we are facing now to prepare ourselves for the changes that are soon to come in the future.
That's all. Thank you.